Good morning, Taurus. Welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is going to be your daily reading for April 9th, 10th, and 11th. This is a Lion Strider Tarot. Let's get right into it. I'm going to light some incense. Let me move my sleeves here. I'm going to pull a 5-card spread for each day and then a couple of clarifying cards. All right. All right, break that off. Can we please get a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 9th to the 10th, 9th to the 11th? Let's start with the 9th. There we go. The situation for the 9th is 2 of Wands. Can we get a card representing what is representing Taurus? One card representing Taurus on the 9th. So this is, there we go. Okay, so we've got 2 cards. So you know how I take it when it flips out. It's going to be like this. This and this. Now can we get an outcome, please? Can we get an outcome for, there we go. All right. So situation, you Taurus. Surrounding, outcome, okay? And on the bottom, there was 9 of Wands, so I'll leave that as well as the underlying, okay? Now for the 10th. Can we get a card representing the situation for the 10th of April for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Can we get one card representing Taurus, the situation? What is the situation for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on the 10th? Oh, okay, there's a lot. So this is a side read over here, okay? Or we could just take it like, nope, that's... There's a theme. Okay. And then on the bottom, Hanged Man. Okay. Now for the 11th. Can we get it? Okay. Situation, you, surrounding you. Can we get an outcome for the 11th, please? Ooh. All right. So it looks like all of this stuff, there's a lot going on and it's all happening very quickly. So we'll go to the 9th, 10th, 11th. On the 9th, 2 of Wands, it's about expansion, wanting more than what you currently have right now. It's a card, you see the globe there with this rabbit holding its hand over, or its, I don't know, its paw over that globe, is speaking to wanting more. So if you're in a relationship, possibly still keeping tabs on other people, wanting more than what you have. Or for others, it might be this kind of urge to travel, see more of the world. You, 10 of Pentacles, have a lot of responsibilities and commitments, great wealth or legacy. You might even have some kind of ties down to where you are. Because one energy, 2 of Wands, is very curious and wanting to see what else is out there, but yet you, 10 of Pentacles, have some kind of inheritance or abundance or something that's passed down, okay, that you have responsibilities for. And so this is kind of, it's got wealth and abundance attached to it. At the same time, it's got deep roots, and it grounds you and it keeps you in the place where you're at. Around you, you've got 4 of Wands, this energy of stability, firm foundation, maybe even a possible reunion. 4 of Wands are very positive energies. For some of you, it might be very committed energies here. Ten of Pentacles being the full commitment. Four of Wands, again, being something that after the commitment comes marriage. Otherwise, it's about reunions, gatherings, rites of passage, graduations, marriage. And after you have worked very hard, let's say the Two of Wands happens, you want more. Three of Wands, you put out energy from the two. Now the three, you get the rewards coming back. Now the Four of Wands is where you have stability from those gains. And so you build your home, you build your life. It's a happy, content, stable kind of situation around you. It's a very solid foundation. The outcome is Seven of Wands, where you're being challenged by others, and it looks like there's jealousy or competition involved as well, but you have the strength and the resilience to overcome it. The underlying energy is Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, feeling a little bit taken away from, feeling a little injured, a little bit vigilant, tension is in the air, and this kind of having your guard up, having your defenses up, having a barrier. Now, for some of you, if you've been divorced, separated, it might be where, you know, if there is a situation where you have a reunion with someone, you might have kids, and that might be a barrier towards moving forward, dating, things like that. For others, it might be this Wounded Warrior energy of just feeling injured and feeling defensive and having your guard up, waiting for the next kind of impending attack kind of energy where you are expecting some kind of clapback. Now on the 10th, you've got Queen of Swords. There's the energy. This is someone who's been there, done that. Don't mess with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very good with her way of communicating. She's fair, she's regal, she's got status, she's been there, done it. She's no longer someone who is going to let her emotions take the wheel. She's someone who's going to be fair, logical, use reason. And there is a little hardness to the Queen of Swords because she's got this divorcee, single mother vibe as well. For some of you, you might be a single parent or divorced. That's why she's got that sword of truth, victory, and clarity. She's ready to use it. She's willing to give people a chance, because in the traditional tarot, you'll see one hand beckoning people forward and the other one holding a sword. If you come correct, she'll be fair. If there's any kind of agenda, hidden agenda, sneaky deceit kind of energy, she will cut you off. So this is about communicating, speaking up for yourself, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself at the same time. No BS. This person takes no BS. Now, you, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the end to a toxic situation. Whatever has been going on, we've talked about this to death here with Taurus. Karmic debts being paid off. This untying of karmic knots. Something chronic going away. This is just more of that, okay? The Ten of Swords here, betrayal, abuse of power, toxic situation, backstabbing, all those goodies, okay, Taurus? So don't ever fool yourself and think that whoever it is that's been doing this for a long time, don't fool yourself and think that, you know, they've changed and this time that, you know, because you're forgiving, because you're a kind person, that they're different now. No, you're Ten of Swords, feel it. Okay, you got 10 of Pentacles in the U and 10 of Swords in the U. This chapter has to end. Move on, okay? Because it's not good for you. Around you, you've got the Knight of Swords. This could be someone who's got the Gemini or even an Aries energy. But the Knight of Swords is someone who wants to fight. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here because this is such a toxic day for the 10th. Someone who wants to fight, someone who's ready to go out and, you know, swing the sword first, ask questions later, feeling combative, feeling competitive, wants to challenge, and that kind of an energy. It's also very quick and fast how they move into this. It's very fast paced. I see that with the underlying energy of this whole read anyways, with the Eight of Wands, things moving quickly. Now this is generally a positive card. So this is not an all negative read. It's the same old, the good and the bad. So you have outcome, Eight of Swords, feeling restricted by your own fears that other people are kind of influencing. It's all in your hands whether you want to listen or not. And definitely if you have people like this around you who's trying to undermine your confidence or create conflict, please just stay away and fill your well with positivity, whether it be reading a good book or watching positive things on television or the YouTube, whatever, okay? Or on YouTube. So Eight of Swords, restrictions and fear, all mental. A lot of air energy with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Outcome is the Hanged Man. Sorry, the Hangman is the underlying energy for the Eight of Swords. Being stuck. Eight of Swords is being stuck. 10 of Swords is the end here. So something on the 10th, you may find out something. You may be already aware of it. Seems like it's been building up. You've been waiting with the 9 of Wands for the clap back. Okay, so on the 10th, maybe you find out something. But it's not something that surprises you. Something you were already expecting. You already knew was coming. Restrictions and fear is the outcome. This feeling scared, again, this is something that's minor arcana. Change your outlook. It'll flip right away and this reading will change. What we see here for major arcana, the major influences, we see the Hanged Man, and that's it. Everything else here is free will. So exactly like I said, changeable, very changeable energies. The Hangman is someone who's doing a service by staying stuck in an uncomfortable position for the greater good. So maybe you've made plans for expansion, for travel, for other things, and you might have the stability and the finance to do so. But it looks like maybe because of other people's opinions, because of other people kind of, you know, giving you their 2 cents and instilling fear in you or doubts, that you're starting to doubt yourself. And so you think that somehow you should put these plans on hold and stay stuck a little bit longer. Now on the 11th, you've got the Knight of Cups is a situation. This is a romantic, dreamy energy. So it looks like, you know, you're much more relaxed, more at ease. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It's a very romantic, laid back, easy energy. Feeling happy, feeling, you know, inspired, feeling mushy, ooey gooey a little bit, feeling, it's the energy of someone who, you know, plays the guitar, writes poetry, likes love songs, all that kind of wonderful energy. So maybe you've been listening to music, trying to get your energy up, feeling better. You, Eight of Pentacles, throwing yourself into work again to master your craft, focused on making it work. And then around you, you got Six of Pentacles. For some of you, again, you might have kids. You might have people who are dependent on you. Six of Pentacles is the card of dependencies, giving and receiving, reciprocity, charity, even exploitation sometimes if it's negatively aspected. So working hard, and then you see those that are, you have Six of Pentacles next to you. Eight of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. So it looks like you may be working very hard at what you're doing. Maybe there are people around you who you've been giving money to or who want to benefit from you, from your new plan, from your whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Because you look like you're very successful at work. We see that all the time with you throwing yourself into work, but looks like there's some people who may be hoping to get some assistance from you, help from you, and the outcome is going to lead to fighting, okay? So this dependency, whatever it is, I don't know if you're dependent on others or if they're dependent on you or if it works both ways, because it looks like those who are very close to you. So the conflict here, Five of Wands, jealousy, competition, competing interests, insecurity, doubting yourself, and competition with others, internal conflict, doubting yourself, external conflict, petty fights. So the outcome and the underlying energy is Seven of Cups is clarifying this, and that makes sense. We've talked about Seven of Cups, and I feel like this is also tying in this whole theme of making sure you know what you want. You know, I talked about the NBA player who went from nothing to having everything and people throwing themselves at him, and then all of a sudden he had this Seven of Cups moment where shower of opportunities and not knowing, not having that focus, and so putting energy everywhere, and then you end up with 2 baby mamas and, like, you know, a video tape of you with a tranny. Like, that's not what I'm not saying. It's going to go to that extreme. I'm trying to give you a very bold example of what 7 of Cups is. Knowing what you need out of life, knowing what to focus your energy on. So when you have this opportunity coming up for a new life, a new fresh start, a clean beginning, clean start, clean slate, whatever, knowing what you want and making sure that you don't engage in every new opportunity that comes up just because it's new. All right, and things happening very quickly. So let's pull some oracle cards. This is the Passion Oracle cards for by Camilla Morton. Let's just get one card, please, for the 9th to the 11th for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can you please give some guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What do they need to be inspired by? What kind of energy do they need to put out here for success and abundance and overcoming their obstacles here for the 9th to the 11th, please? Can we get a nice... There we go. Elsa Schiaparelli, be outrageous, be shocking, be a work of art, dress to make others envious. True beauty never goes out of fashion and is always original. So it's saying basically to be very, very confident and outgoing, and not this energy of fearful, scared, letting their opinions get to you, doubting yourself. You see all of like this common theme here. Okay, on the bottom we've got Linda, Evangelista. You are the most important person on your team. Life is a catwalk, so learn how to work it. Don't get out of bed for less than I would. We've talked about this before. She got in trouble for saying that she's not gonna, you know, get out of bed for less than a certain amount of thousands, and I guess she was just being honest, right? I think anybody would say something like that, but you know, if you've got it like that, and if that's what you're worth, and that's what your time is worth, it's fine to be honest and to respect your worth, right? So let's leave Linda here as well. All right. Let's pull a card from the top and the bottom of Miracles Now by, ooh. The key to getting what I want is to ask for it. Let's put that next to Linda. And it was on 8 of Pentacles, so for your work, okay? So speaking up at work, it fell on top of the 8 of Pentacles. I can change my patterns when I change my mind about them. So that was on the bottom. So let's put these 2 on the top. All right. This is the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Let's pull a card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 9th to the 11th, please. What guidance can we give to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 9th to the 11th, please? Okay, I'll take that. Taking action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. Put that over here. And on the bottom we have renewing your life. And then it's getting rid of clutter. It says radiant vitality is filling my life. Love that. But let's read taking action. Don't hesitate. Whatever you've been putting off, now is the time to act. Stand tall, raise your fists to the sky, and leap into action. Break out the champagne, for victory is in reach. The universe wants you to know, action creates momentum. Whatever you've been wishing and waiting for, this is the right time to move forward without looking back. Quicken your spirit by taking action now. Even if you have to face your fears in order to do so, look them in the eye with a calm and clear gaze and forge ahead. The action you take now will reap immense rewards in the future. Questions to ask yourself. In what area of my life should I take action now? What blocks me from acting? And how can I overcome this? What is the most direct action that will yield the greatest results? So I'm going to leave this over here on this because it's literally saying you need to act. Even with the Eight of Wands happening quickly. Okay, so I'm going to put this. How am I going to do this here? The key to getting what I want is to ask for it. I can change my patterns. I hope you can see that. Next, this is the Work Your Light Oracle cards. By Rebecca Campbell. Can we please get a card of guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 9th to the 11th? Taking action, not hesitating. Even if you have to face your fears, it's saying it's going to reap immense rewards. And not to be passive, to, when you act, saying that it gets things in motion, sets other things into motion. We have a, energy here of being wounded and feeling, like you've got a setback here and feeling stuck and fearful. So birthing a new age, we haven't seen this, I don't think, ever. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. How gorgeous is this? Beautiful, amazing. I love it. All right. Birthing a new age. Let's just peek what's on the bottom. Mintaken. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So these people who are from Mintaken, their home world is gone, is feeling out of place, feeling like no place is home, that you don't feel like you belong anywhere, and this longing for a home that you don't know where it is. And that's because you're not really from here. It's saying that you're the original light worker, longing for home and belonging. So that might be what it is that's making you feel like you're doubting yourself. Don't do it. It's saying take action. So let's read about birthing a new age. I'm so excited to read this because I don't even know what it is. I think I might have read it a long time ago when I bought this deck. I don't even remember. All right, so it says, often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Woo. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now, we're in a transition period between ages. In the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to rise, like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us, hiding our intuition as a compass. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time, dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essens, priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from times past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. Work your light activation. Hold the card on your heart and say, I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. Isn't that beautiful? So those were both clear indications to move forward with the action that you were planning to take before other people's opinions and your own insecurities took over. So this is the Whispers of Love from Angela Hartfield. Let's just get a card from her. I'll take one. Ugh, they're stuck, kind of. Okay. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. Beautiful. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to make sure you guys can see this actually. Yeah, you can. Okay, but I just need to move these over a bit. I know you guys love it when I take 3 minutes to move my cards around. Sorry. Just want there to be a good visual. And then on the bottom, true love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. So honestly, I feel like for those of you, if it is true love and it's a once-in-a-lifetime love, fantabulous, awesome. Taurus, you've been getting that anyway. I know you've been doing some brain damage to people with how you guys are able to love. But also, I feel like this path you're on is what is your true love as well. Okay, so let me read. These are really short. Take a chance on love 23. There are so many rewards that will come to you when you love openly. Your caring will not only help the other person involved, it will also create more love for you. Let your fear go and give the love you are longing to receive. You will find that it is one and the same. True love. This love is once in a lifetime love. Number 30. It says, this relationship is part of your life's plan. Unconditional love is easier said than done. Remember the love aspect of your partnership. If it is a soulmate relationship, the connection will be 50-50 and almost perfectly balanced. And I just feel like giving you guys a goddess oracle card to work with. Can we please get a goddess for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 9th to the 11th, please? Can we get one beautiful goddess for guidance for April 9th to the 11th? Okay, I'll take that. Unag, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Una. Sorry, it's Una. It's not Unag. It's Una. I was looking at the pronunciation. Thank you, Goddess Una. And then we have Butterfly Maiden. Transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Definitely. Thank you. But I'm just going to read Goddess Una real quick. I opened right to that page. Okay, so there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Nurturing a cause or a relationship is a long-term commitment and one that can't be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care what happens to my planet and to my loved ones so much that I'm willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me, it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. I listen to the passionate stirrings of my heart. I reach out and take action to let my loved ones know that I deeply care about them. I take action to spur on my pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself if you make time for the relationships and projects that truly count in your heart. Do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. But remember that there's no competition for your true life's purpose. So there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. So the various meanings about the card: don't worry about your purpose or your goals. Make no sudden moves. Slow, steady progress is best right now. Ease into your new life instead of rushing into it. Do your new work as a part-time venture to begin with while slowly exiting your old career. Okay, so for some of you, it's saying take action towards what your plan is. Now, for some of you, it might be leaving the job that you currently have to move towards a different career. And saying you don't need to do a drastic change. If that's your situation and you're switching careers, you can do it. You can pursue your new career, saying as a part-time gig here until you can fully transition. About Una, the Celtic goddess, Una is married to Fionbar, the leader of the Irish Tuatha de Dananns. Sorry if my pronunciation is off. Una and her clan were some of the original inhabitants of Ireland. Okay, so when the Gaels invaded their land, the Tuathas didn't run or fight back. Instead, they transformed themselves into leprechauns. Their ingenious solution allowed them to stay in Ireland in peace. Call upon Una for help with your own transitions, and she'll guide you in creative and magical ways. So, creative, magical ways to transition into something else. And easy does it. not rushing and feeling like you have to. So you got two messages here. Thank you, Goddess Una. One is take action, definitely birthing a new age, but that doesn't mean you have to do it today. Like you have to make a big move today. It's just saying move toward this goal and don't have to rush and force something. You can easily transition, but make sure you're moving forward toward the goal and taking action. All right, that is it, Taurus, for the 9th to the 11th. Hope that resonated. Take care. Talk to you guys soon. Love you all.